Good afternoon. It's Chris Hale again, coming to you live from Chicago. And this is going to be my last video of the week, perhaps. I really have other things to do. I have a life, and I'm drinking this beer. And it's not an advertisement for Angry Orchard, but it is really good. You should try that. Cheers to you this Friday afternoon. The last video I made was about finding your own truth. And I talked about the importance of finding your own truth because following any religion or any religious ideal is tantamount to subscribing to another man's truth. So I suggest you find your own truth. That's the most important thing I have to say here today. I am totally 100% against religion. I hate religion because it's a mind-controlling tactic that the rich use to get your money. That's at the end of the day. I mean, religion is about control. So here's my thought that I wanted to share with you. When I was put out of the Jehovah's Witnesses organization, I realized that in order for me to grow and to be successful in my own life and to be happy, I had to find my own truth. And there are a lot of things you can do to start down that road. One of the things I did was go in my bathroom, look in the mirror, and do a reality check. And I'm not going to tell you everything about my reality check, but I can tell you a few things. First of all, I wasn't smart as I thought I was. I wasn't as appealing to people as I thought I was. I didn't have the broad breadth of knowledge that I thought I had. I wasn't as fit as I thought I was. I wasn't as employable as I thought I was. I wasn't as sharp mentally, politically, or emotionally as I thought I was. And the only thing I was attractive as I thought I was, which does nothing to help you grow your intellect, to grow your emotional intelligence. It does nothing to really help you grow as an individual. Those are things you have to work on internally. So one of the things I wanted to leave you with this Friday is having the intention, having the ability, and having the guts to do a reality check. Looking in the mirror and admitting the things that you're not good at and that you're not great at or that are missing. Because once you have done that reality check, then you're able to say, okay, I got this checklist and these are things I'm going to work on and in terms of developing the truth about myself and about my life. And then once you start ticking those things off and start working on them and improving them, the next thing is you start having a truth that you like. Because I can tell you what, having grown up one of Jehovah's Witnesses or in any religion, a lot of times you lie to yourself to make yourself more appealing because religion sets an impossible standard that you're always judged as not fit against. You're never good enough. So you start developing things about yourself that are really not true. And it's not an authenticity that you can survive with when you get into the real world. So now we living in the real world here, right? So do a self-assessment, do a reality check. And then once you have that reality check, take the worst items and start working on those. And then once you start seeing these things happen, say for example, you don't have an education, you never went to college, because most Jehovah's Witnesses don't go to college because the world's going to end, there's no need for you to have an education. Plus education is the vice of thinking people. So you don't have an education, so you're going to automatically not fit in with most of your peers. The people that you meet in the workplace and the people you meet in the street and the coffee shops, they're going to want to have a conversation with you, and you're not going to be able to. So the reality is that you don't have the education you need in order to have conversations with normal people. So go get an education. Start with that. That was my original reality. Once I got through that process, then I started to see my world open up, and I started to be able to accept the truth of me as an individual and then start improving upon those things. Now, I'll tell you something funny, that my parents still talk about me as if I was 18 years old, an immature kid that had all kind of problems. Well, I'm not that guy anymore. Why? Because I faced the truth of me in the mirror. And now the truth of me is pretty damn okay. I'm okay with it. It's a working process. But as ex-religious people, one thing you have to do is find your own truth, and I think it starts with a reality check. So here's my reality check of this moment. I'm going to drink this beer. And that reality is that I'm going to have this, and I'm going to have maybe a second or third one, and my evening is going to get progressively better. So cheers to you, and have a great weekend.